Hi, we have made it all the way to the seventh chakra. So today we're going to be doing the drawing of the thousand-petalled lotus. That's the name of the Sahasrara chakra. So it looks a little bit like this. These petals are going to be multiple, and we're also connecting to Sat Chit Ananda. So Ananda is the eternal bliss, truth, understanding, bliss that we have when we connect with the top of the head. So this is like the light has moved up through the energy body, through the center of the head, awakening the higher centers. The color is a light purple, violet. So I'll have my pen ready, do some shading, maybe a couple of shades of purple. And there's two bindus, can you see? They're actually energy centers between the 6th and 7th chakra. One is called Kameshwara, so this is the union of Shiva and Shakti, the idea of the divine love. And the other one is called Soma. So Harish Johari talks a lot about the Soma chakra. So Soma is the space where the nectar comes down in meditation. So this is all happening in this one yantra. The circle is the image. The circle is said to be about the full moon. So we've reached a point of luminosity and emptiness. So a circle can either be full or empty, right? A full moon and also emptiness. All right, are we ready? There's actually a kind of quiet om that can happen with this one. It's an om sound that has a long Sometimes it's profoundly silent, the om. All right, let's see how we're going to make this. We're starting the Sahasrara chakra. And I have a vertical line, horizontal line, diagonal line, and I have a circle, which I'll make a little bit firmer. So once you have your basic circle, for this yantra, we're actually kind of free-handing the petals. Because there's 1,000, right? Sahasrara chakra, 1,000-petaled lotus. So it could be nice to hint at the structure they're going to be on, but then to go beyond. Really, at the point of the Sahasrara, it's infinite. However, it's nice to have a starting point. So I might start with some petals on these basic guidelines. Sometimes for this chakra, I might end up turning the paper, so I can really see where the points are meant to be. And then you start to go in between them. Really, we're just hinting at the fact that there's a lot of petals. We're not aiming to color or draw all 1,000. I think once you have three rows, then you can decide how to create the rest of your 1,000. Sometimes it happens once you start coloring. You can get a little bit cross-eyed here. So now I'm back to the center. And that could be enough for this one. But you could keep going, you know? One thing you can do is start to make it a lot paler. So as you go out, away from the center, you're not pressing as hard with your pencil, your pen. You're going out into infinity. And then in the center of this yantra, you know, the Sahasrara is also seen as the full moon. So we might draw another circle here, denoting the full moon. And again, it's giving us this crescent moon shape, which we're seeing a lot. There's also a circle in the middle. There's a bindu, and there's also another circle denoting shunya. Shunya means emptiness or the void. And let's start the coloring from the outside. Here you really might want to go pale. I'm not going to do it now. But you're very welcome to really get rid of all the extra guidelines and just start to work with the petal shape in front of you. The color here is going to be a really wonderful pale violet. And the sound we're working with is or om. It's like the kind of silence, it ripples off the om sound. Sometimes you will see this yantra depicted with a mantra symbol like om. Sometimes the om is just seen in another direction. Other times it's just not depicted because we're almost moving beyond sound. So we start with a legible set of petals, but then we can just start to hint at them. So I like to start with one color. It's also been described as the rainbow of colors. Sometimes you'll see rings of petals here that this is like the last color in the rainbow. So then you go back through the chakra colors, and even the om sound contained all those sounds we were making before. So shunya, emptiness, bindu, stillness, still point. So that's the first color. And then you could actually start to alternate it with a lighter mauve. And I would even vary it up a bit. You know, maybe that also could be that color. And sometimes I like to leave a little bit of white just to let the light through. And I might come back around again with my darker purple in places. I might also highlight certain aspects of it with a different color to give this rainbow idea. So this is really starting to be more your personal expression of the 1,000-petaled lotus, the void or the full moon. So circle can either be full or empty. It's described as effulgent violet. And then if I really wanted to go crazy, I'd introduce a few of the other colors. So it's not necessary. It's just this idea that it's all here. So for now, I'm just going to put that there. And just a little bit of yellow. All right, so you get the idea. Then let's look at the center of this yantra. So we have the bindu. And then we have the crescent moon. Crescent moon, which I go over with my gold pen. Really, you can make these symbols any color you like, the gold parts, the yellow parts. The only really specific colors here today are the actual chakra colors. So here it would be violet. And then we can make these gold. So on with a nice long and just as I sit here, I'm thinking it could be even nice to do something really far out now. Just to keep sending the energy out. Can you see that? All right, so thank you. If you would like to learn more about the chakras and the yantras for the planets and the deities, stay in touch. Come to my website because there you'll also find lots of courses. I'm teaching live or retreats, and it'll be a pleasure to see you.